Now, the United States has quietly imposed a sweeping new restriction on Palestinians. Washington is now refusing nearly all types of visas for people holding Palestinian Authority passports, a move first reported by the New York Times and now confirmed by the State Department. More in this report.
The US has confirmed it has quietly put a freeze on almost all types of visas for applicants who hold Palestinian Authority-issued passports. The policy, not previously announced publicly, was detailed in a State Department cable dated August 18. It instructed all US diplomatic missions to deny visas to otherwise eligible applicants traveling on Palestinian Authority passports. That includes requests for medical treatment, study abroad, business travel, or visits with family, according to the report from the New York Times. The only exceptions are for Palestinians who already hold valid visas or who can apply using a second passport. The measure comes just days after Washington barred President Mahmoud Abbas and 80 Palestinian officials from attending the upcoming United Nations General Assembly. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the step was meant to hold the Palestinian Authority accountable for what he called, quote, undermining peace efforts.
First, we call on the U.S. administration to reverse this decision, which contradicts international law, specifically the headquarters agreement between the United Nations and the United States, which prohibits preventing any delegation from access. We are members of the United Nations, an observer member recognized since 2012. Therefore, this decision violates the headquarters agreement and also contradicts established norms. We urge the U.S. administration to reverse this decision, as it only contributes to further tension and escalation. We are determined to continue working with partners, Arab states, and foreign friends to push for international recognition of the State of Palestine.
The European Union has already condemned the decision, urging Washington to reverse course. But so far, U.S. officials are standing firm.
So for more reaction and insight, we now welcome Michael Wilds, an immigration lawyer and managing partner at Wilds and Weinberg, and author of Safe Haven in America, Battles to Open the Golden Door. Thank you so much, Michael, for
my pleasure.
Your time. So obviously much reaction to this latest move by Washington, refusing visas for people holding Palestinian Authority passports. A simple question, is it legal? Is it extreme? And is it a good idea?
It's completely legal. The U.S. reserves its right to issue visas to who it wants to. Is it extreme? Is it right? Well, right now there is the battle of lawfare in different courts throughout the world. And the United States' mettle is being tested. And until the Palestinian Authority repudiates the October 7 attacks, it's against United States foreign policy for them to allow this to fester. And how would you feel to have this happen in your own home? This is the experience of this administration, where they have put together significant bans already and are simply going to add this to that ban. It doesn't ban people who already have visas or if you're applying for permanent residence. And while provocative, I believe it's a very strong use of the immigration laws to America's foreign policy interests.
And given the work you're doing and the writings that you're involved in, your book as well, what kind of reaction is likely here? Your thoughts?
I have a huge immigrant base, if you would. My father, my late father, I should say, started our practice in 1960, represented John Lennon from the Beatles in 1970. I have the privilege of still representing Mrs. Trump's family and other members throughout the world. We've handled Bibi Netanyahu's son's visa and a lot of other important people, including Eli Sharabi, the hostage that was released and needed a work visa to come to the United States. There, we didn't charge a fee, and a lot of other talent that seemed to be coming to America. Look, the United States is hosting the UN, a conglomerate of all the nations of the world, but it does not have to host terrorists or people that would advocate for terrorists. This administration, more than most, has done something very provocative. and said, we're not going to chase you. We're not going to take our intelligence agents and our State Department agents, and we're going to make it easy for you to take action against us. They're taking action that is Hamas through Qatar and going through the international courts of justice, alleging all kinds of falsehoods. The United States has no patience for this, and putting truth to power and actually stopping them is significant. Now, this is an impactful experience. I have a tremendous base of clients in the Palestinian world too, many who do work with Jews and Israelis in the New York area. The question is, what's the right thing? And here, it's being consistent and making sure that America, that Israel, doesn't have to continually answer for Hamas's conduct and make it easy for them to spin the media, when all of this is at the hospitality of the United States. Think about this. Lady Liberty extends her hand a few nautical miles away from the United Nations. She would never have envisioned this kind of use of politics on U.S. soil. We have to be smart. This is smart.
The Palestinian Authority is saying it's determined to continue working with partners, Arab states and foreign friends to push for international recognition, a move that Israel obviously sees as a clear reward for terror, all while 48 hostages remain in captivity in Gaza. Very briefly, are you surprised at the amount of support this call for recognition has received so far, including from Western allies of the United States?
Surprised, disappointed, but practically I was prepared for this. Nobody would have surmised past the October 7th attacks that Israel would be defending its honor in a war as it has to right now. It has no choice. It's fighting as nobly as they can, despite the fact that they're hiding behind innocence. And they're going to continue to go for this. This is a masterful campaign by Hamas and the Palestinian Authority. And don't kid yourself. Many of us watching do not see any real remorse by the Palestinian authorities over what's happened with Hamas. They have, in many ways, blood on their hands, and it would be a damning experience to have to host them in the United States under these circumstances.
Michael Wilds, immigration lawyer and author, thank you very much for being with us on The Rundown.
Pleasure.
Appreciate your time.
Our pleasure.